What is happening, my beautiful people? I am back again with another video, and this is my WWE Clash of Champions glorious predictions. No, I'm joking. I just gotta, promote my boy real quick. Bobby Roode, he the glorious one, moving the fuck on. Now, I have been really enjoying, personally, the WWE product. Now, I still believe that, for me, SmackDown is a better overall show. The way it flows, the way it's booked, the way everything goes on, the match quality. I believe Raw has stepped up dramatically the last 2 weeks, especially the go-home show into Clash of Champions. Now, do I believe it was a great go-home show? It was a good one, but it was a really great show as just a Raw. As a go-home show, could have been a lot better for a WWE pay-per-view, but still made you be like, I do want to tune into Clash of Champions for at least the majority of matches. Let's put it that way. Now, I'm going to work my way up the card. It's not the way I think it's going to be booked or the way it should be booked. It's just, this is the way I'm going to be predicting. So first up, we got the recently started to build up match, the former best friend versus best friend of Kevin Owens. And I say best friend like that. Chris Jericho versus Sami Zayn. Now, the way this was built up, it was obviously on, the highlight reel, and I think it is what it is. I think they just, wanted to put these guys into a match together, and they decided, hey, better than have not any story building at all, must have some kind, in two Raws. So, I get it, one got betrayed by Kevin Owens, one is his current best friend, and, they're kind of, he loses to Kevin Owens, then beats Kevin Owens, and loses to Kevin Owens again, and Jericho now is making fun of him. I get it. It's simple. However, I do think the match is going to be really, really good. I think Jericho is going to put Sami Zayn over in a really good, really good match, no matter if it's 10, 15, or 20 minutes. I think these two guys are going to go out there and have a pretty good wrestling match, unless it, is supposed to end in a screwy finish. But other than that, I believe it's going to be a good match, and Sami Zayn is going to go over. Now, the best of 7 series finale, Cesaro versus Sheamus. I predicted this way beforehand. I knew that Cesaro was going to lose 3 and then win 4 straight, and I'm basically predicting right now to you that he will win 4 straight, and the 4th straight will be at Clash of Champions to win the series and establish physical dominance over the opponent, being Sheamus, and win a championship opportunity, that being that United States or WWE Universal or Fruity Roll-Up title, as I like to call it. It still has not been said, but it's just a championship opportunity. I think they're going to have a pretty good match as well. Now, the tag team titles, which we saw last week on Raw, just not for the titles. New Day against Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. I think this is going to be a decent match. I think that it's time to take the titles off of New Day. Now, you can give it back to them in a month or two, but I believe that you need to take it off of them to give some kind of interest in that tag division, because that tag division on Raw is horrible. I mean, there's 5 tag teams. 4 of them are only showcased because the other one, being Golden Truth, are just a joke. And there's 4 tag teams, and all of them, by the way, were in action this past Monday Night Raw in the huge tag team match and Sami Zayn and Jericho being involved. I just don't think that the tag division right now on Raw can even stand close to the tag division on SmackDown. They have a lot of work to do in improving that division, and they could easily improve by that, but just putting, grab 4 guys, make them 2 different teams, even that you think doesn't work. Like, look at Heath Slater and Rhino. It works, and they're tag champs, and they're over, and it's great, and people love them, and people want to tune in and see them. So trust me when I tell you, just Monday Night Raw, whoever's writing Monday Night Raw, just grab 4 people, 2 babies, 2 heels, and then put them together in tag teams and add them to your tag division. For example, why did Neville and Sin Cara not continue? I thought that could have been good pairing, and you could have went on to that, It seemed like High Velocity or whatever you want to call it. You can do really cool, interesting things on Monday Night Raw because they're very interesting personalities and characters, but yet you don't. Anyways, I digress. Moving on to the next match. The newly Cruiserweight introduced title to Monday Night Raw, which was a great Fatal 4-Way to the #1 contendership, and Brian Kendrick won that match. The Brian Kendrick, the man with the plan, the Brian Kendrick, versus TJP, man. This is going to be a fantastic match, and the Cruiserweights are once again going to go out there and prove why they should be the main reason you tune into Monday Night Raw every Monday night. Now, with that being said, do I think the Brian Kendrick will win? No. Do I want him to win? Hell freaking yes. Are you kidding me? I'm rooting for Brian Kendrick, even though I like TJP, but I'm rooting for my man, the Brian Kendrick. Now, Can he win? There is a possibility. Will he win? That's a whole nother question. And this is what's going to be really interesting about this match, because they just might give it to him because he's like the top heel of that division. And I wish they did, but I'm going to pick TJP just to be safe. Moving on. By the way, I'm not going to be talking about the kickoff match. I don't like Nia Jax. Moving on to the 5th match of the night, being the United States title. Rusev versus Roman Reigns. I think this is going to be really hard-hitting, methodically paced match that's going to be really entertaining, because I really do enjoy Rusev as a heel. He's really improved upon his game the last few months, and I'm a big Roman Reigns fan. I don't know why people boo Roman Reigns the way they do now. I don't agree with the way WWE booked him into the main event, but I still do believe he's a main event star. But for right now, I believe his best option is to be a mid-card star or upper mid-card star with the title. Now, do I think he will win at Clash of Champions? No, I do not. I think he will lose to Rusev and rather win on the next following Raws, not being the Raw afterwards, but in some kind of Raw between Clash of Champions and Hell in a Cell, or at Hell in a Cell. I believe that it's you should really give Rusev a big pay-per-view win against Roman Reigns, and I think this is where you should do it. Now, the co-main event, or what I think should be the co-main event of this entire pay-per-view card, because by God it's going to be amazing, is of course the triple threat women's match between Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Charlotte. Now, I like all these girls when it comes to their in-ring ability. I am a huge Charlotte fan. I'm okay with Bayley, and I'm okay with Sasha. I'm not really the biggest character fan. I just think Sasha is one-dimensional when it comes to promo cutting. Just she's the boss, this, that, and the other, and and she doesn't care about you. She likes you, but if you're a friend, then you're cool with her unless it's for the title. But I'm cool with you if we got a tag team, and I'm just the boss. This, I think it's one-dimensional. Personally, if you ask me, you can hate me, you can boo me, whatever. But again, nothing taking away from her in-ring ability. I think she's amazing. But Charlotte is a baby girl in this match, and she's gonna walk out champion. What's up? Now to the main event. My boy, Kevin Owens, the Kevin Owens Show, puts on the Universal title around his waist and comes into Indianapolis to defend it against the CrossFit Jesus of the WWE and the world, Seth Rollins, in a match that's going to be very, 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 very good, and might even be match of the year candidate if they're given the right amount of time, being at least 20 to 25 minutes, and they go out there and they put on a hell of a clinic and a show. Now, do I think Triple H will be involved? Yes, in some way or the other, some kind of authority figure, maybe not Triple H, but most likely Triple H will be involved in this match, setting up a further match down the line between each other, or between another rematch between Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins as following pay-per-view or Monday Night Raw. Now, with that being said, do I believe Kevin Owens is going to walk out of Indianapolis as the Universal Champion? Yes, I do. Now, do I think that Seth Rollins is going to lose cleanly? No, I do not. With that being said, I cannot wait for it. I believe that Kevin Owens should walk out the Universal title, and with the Universal title, and continue on his reign for at least Royal Rumble time, because this guy is legit. Maybe lose it at Survivor Series win the following night, but he should not lose it the first pay-per-view he's defending it, or even the second being Hell in a Cell. I believe he needs to continue on and get these big W's on pay-per-view, because that's where the money's earned, that's where you get your reputation. With that being said, I cannot wait for Clash of Champions. I believe it's going to be one of the better events of 2016. Do I think it's going to be Backlash? I don't know yet. We have to see. By match quality, it might not. You never know. Maybe by show execution, it does. That's why you got to tune to the W Network for just $9.99. Cheap plug their events. If you enjoyed this I want to say reaction. Jesus, oh my God. If you enjoyed this prediction video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate that. I hope you have a wonderful day, and peace out, guys.